Welcome. Welcome to the Shopify Plus track. Welcome to Unite. Thank you for joining us today. This was kind of amazing this morning, right? For all of us sitting there, I sat in there with everyone else and watched the announcements come through. It's kind of surreal to see what's happening in the Shopify ecosystem. And while that's spectacular, and I'm super excited about everything you saw in that room, I want to shift our attention now to Shopify Plus and the ecosystem we're building with you to help our merchants. For a lot of you, this is going to be your first exposure to Plus, and quite honestly, we've been very quiet about Plus for a long time. We haven't really shared a lot about what we're doing. That's been intentional. I like to play the underdog. I don't want people to know what we're doing. Right? It's more fun that way. But I think it's important that before we talk about the future, we spend a little bit of time and give you where we came from and how we got here. Practically speaking, Plus was started as an experiment in early 2015. And it was an experiment born from customers who had great ideas and grew on Shopify. But they got to a stage where they came to us and said, we have a problem. We need more. We need more product. We need more support. And so our choices are this. We can stay on Shopify and you can help us, you can give us more, or we can leave. We didn't want anybody to leave, so we created Plus. But Plus was an experiment. It was just to satisfy these great customers who are growing. But we very quickly realized in 2015 that only represented half of the customers that were using Shopify Plus. The other half came from somewhere else. They came from other platforms. They came from their own platforms. And that made us stop and ask, what was going on here? Why is it that these other customers who were using what we considered to be enterprise-grade platforms, why were they moving to Plus? And so we spent a lot of 2015 just trying to figure out exactly who we were and what Plus needed to be. We knew we had an opportunity to disrupt. It became pretty obvious to us pretty fast. We looked around the market and we saw a term that got a lot of tweets last year, which I'll repeat. We saw a desert wasteland of crappy legacy technology vendors that needed to be upset. And that was our opportunity. And so in 2016, we turned the experiment into a full-blown business. We spent a whole lot of time and resources building our teams, figuring out exactly what we were doing and where our market was and who our customers were. We acquired a company called Boltmade, who is an engineering and product organization, to help accelerate our roadmap, to help build the best platform in the world for high growth, high volume merchants. So 2015 was our build. 2016, we lit the rocket. And internally, we talk about Shopify Plus as the rocket ship. And we talk about it because we have done some amazing things in 2 years. In 2 years, we've added 2,500 customers to Shopify Plus. That makes Shopify Plus the second largest enterprise software company in the commerce industry by customers. We did that in 2 years. By the way, we believe number one has 3,500 and it took them 16 years to get there. Something's happening. Our merchants choose us, and what we're learning is they're coming to us because we unlock their potential, or we help them unlock their potential. They get to do things on us that they've never been able to do before. Focus on their product. And as a result, they grow much faster. There are amazing statistics that we're starting to learn about our customers. This is one of them. Shopify Plus customers grow an average of 120% of their revenue year on year after joining Shopify Plus. The top 20 customers on Shopify Plus grow at an average of 274% year on year after joining the platform. This is a growth engine. That's where we are. We want our customers to focus on what they do best. That isn't IT most of the time. Our customers still come a lot from Shopify, but what's happening now is we actually see a transition where most of them are starting to come from off of Shopify. So in the last 2 years, we've done 1,200 migrations from Demandware, Hybris, Oracle, BigCommerce, Spree, Symphony, and hundreds from Magento. Why? Because our customers believe we are the future of commerce. They believe they can build their businesses on the back of ours. Every day, with you and our customers, we are rewriting the rules of commerce. We are changing how commerce works for large, more complicated customers. And what can I say about our customers? I'm biased, clearly, but I believe we have the most innovative and exciting group of customers in the entire commerce industry. The Plus customers span geographies, size, from commerce unicorns to the hottest celebrity entrepreneurs, from Fortune 500 companies to the biggest Kickstarter and Shark Tank superstars, from companies selling millions of dollars to the largest Plus customers who are starting to approach $500 million a year on our platform. Our customers choose Shopify and they choose Plus because we give them the power, the flexibility, and the freedom to experiment, to try new things, to become the companies and the brands they want to be. They're selecting Plus because they believe, like I believe, that Plus is the future of commerce. Keeping up with those customers, and bluntly, keeping up with you guys, is hard. It requires that we continually grow our organization. When I started Shopify Plus in late 2014, but practically 2015, we had 3 people working on Plus. Today, as I stand here, we have over 300. Dedicated teams of over 100 merchant success supporting our customers every day. 70 in just our product organization, in UX, product management, and engineering, focused 100% on building the products and features that our customers need and that you need to be successful. And over 80 in sales and marketing, pushing the Shopify Plus platform into the world, including our amazing partner managers and the Plus Partner Group, who you all interact with every day. We are going to continue to grow this organization because we have to. Despite all of the amazing accomplishments that we achieved in 2016, the reality is I stood here last year and I told a story of disruption, and I told a story of what we were going to do to the market and the terrible competitors that were out there, and it was a great story. But I didn't know if any of it was actually true. I wanted it to be true, but I didn't know yet. I didn't have proof. We have proof now. We created Ripples in 2016. Merchants are starting to talk. Much different merchants than we started with on Plus are starting to call and ask questions. And I'm sure they're calling you too and going, what is this Shopify Plus thing? The industry is starting to rapidly change. We read about it every day. We read about the decline of traditional retail, the rise of digital natives. Our competitors are getting a cold chill creep up their spine right now. They're very, very curious about who we are and what we're up to. Things can't remain the same for retail. They can't remain the same for brands who are trying to build today. What lasted and what worked for the last 100 years will not transition to the next 100. Together, we have to change the commerce industry. In 2015 and 2016, we watched. We learned. We listened. We plotted. We schemed. That's over. In 2017 and beyond, along with you, this is going to be really important, along with you, we're going to land on the commerce industry like a meteor strike hitting Earth. We are going to create such massive change in the way commerce works for large, complicated customers that we will literally rewrite the rules to the future of commerce. And so let's talk a little bit about how we're going to do that. For 2017, Shopify is a product company. Shopify Plus is a product company. We are focused on building the best platform for you and for our merchants to be successful on. So you are going to see lots of announcements over the next 2 days on top of what you're seeing in the main tents about Shopify Plus and what our product and engineering teams are working on to give you the best platforms. Things like more sales channels. We want you to be able to sell and help your customers sell in more ways, whether it's Insta apps or extra marketplaces. We're going to give you the tools you need to ramp up your customers' revenue. More ways to customize Plus. We all know the experience, both on the front end and the back end, is important. So we're going to give you more tools. We're going to announce those over the next 2 days to customize that experience to meet your customers' needs. Reporting and analytics. Who thinks Shopify Plus's reporting and analytics is just like amazing? I agree. So we're going to change that. We're going to start introducing way more robust reporting and analytics so you can help your customers and our merchants understand their business and grow. And we're going to give you ways to automate business processes. The technology industry spends a lot of time talking about enterprise. Okay? I actually don't like that term because I think it was created by software vendors to price customers. And so I look at it more as we have customers who are more complicated. Their revenue's interesting, but it's the complexity that makes them challenging. And a lot of that complexity comes in just dealing with business processes and integrations and the back end nuances that comes with having big tech stacks and lots of employees and complicated realities. We're going to give you and our merchants the tools to help start solving those problems. So you're going to see over the next 2 days product announcements. But I want you to hear this right now. We are going to build the best platform for high growth, high volume merchants in the world. We think we're coming from a very, very strong base, and we think our growth to date helps prove that. But we are just getting started here. We know there's work to be done, and you're going to start to see it very, very soon. But we're not just going to build product. You're going to see Plus everywhere. I said before that I liked being quiet, I liked being the underdog, I liked people not being aware of us. I'm bored of that now. I want everyone to know we are here, and I want everyone to know what we're going to do. So you're going to see more marketing. You're going to see more events. You're going to see more white papers. You're going to see more of basically everything, and you're going to see it all over the world. You're going to see Plus expand physically, human beings in other countries. Sales resources, partner resources, merchant success managers. We are going to go where our customers and our partners need us to go and where we see opportunities. So you can expect to see a lot more resources available to support you and to support our merchants around the world. We're going to change commerce. We're changing commerce. But we can't do this alone. And you know, I go to a lot of events and I hear partner people say this a lot. It's like, we need you, and like, we can't do this without you and everything. And it's like, yeah, this sounds good, right? You know, but here's a statistic. Over 50% of the customers that came to Shopify Plus last year came through a partner. We literally do not exist without the people in this room. We cannot become the company that I want us to become and that hopefully you want us to become without you. You have to be part of this with us. And so what could you and what should you expect from us? Now I want to be clear. I want all of you to stop working with every other platform in the world. That's what I want. That's what I want. I am completely aware that I'm going to have to do a lot to make that happen. But hopefully you're sitting in this room today because you also see the potential of Shopify Plus. And you see your businesses growing because of us. And so we need to give you a lot of things. I need to ensure that you have all of the resources that you can focus 100% of your time on Shopify Plus and know you can build a gigantic business. And so in 2017, we're going to start putting our money where our mouth is. You're going to see more product. It's the number one request we get. Shopify is amazing. We need more stuff. It needs to be able to do this. It needs to be able to do that. So you're going to see more product, more innovative APIs, more features that help you build the solutions your customers need. We are going to build, and you're going to hear more about this from the partner team over the next few days, the most supportive, integrated, and transparent partner organization in the commerce industry, but arguably in any industry. I want you to feel like we are part of your organization. Our sales resources are your sales resources. Our success managers are your success managers. We are here to ensure you are successful because without that, we fail. And we're going to bring the customers. We have a big sales organization. We got to 2,500 customers in 2 years. We're going to keep bringing customers. As you saw from those slides, the first time I started at Shopify, I saw a customer slide, and my question was, who are these people? I don't recognize any one of these brands. Now, we have a customer list that rivals basically anybody. And we're going to keep doing that. We're going to bring brands that you can be proud of, that you can say, I work with Shopify Plus because they work with customers like that. But I have some requests. So while we're going to give you a lot of things, we need you to give us a couple things as well. I need more. Okay? One of the things we've learned as we've grown Plus, is that the apps that our customers want are slightly different than the apps of the normal core Shopify customer. We need the apps to be bigger, more robust, handle bigger scale, solve the problems of customers that do hundreds of millions of dollars and millions of transactions. We need more themes, more unique, complex themes. We basically need more of everything. We're building a brand new business for a customer that we're learning how to handle. We need you to help support them. Think of innovative services. Just bring us more. We need more customers. So you guys go out every day and talk to your own customers. And a lot of them don't work on Shopify Plus and are interested in another platform. We want you to feel confident bringing Plus to the table and recommending that they come work with us. So I'm asking everyone in this room to put us at the table, to help us help you win deals, and to help the whole ecosystem grow. And then finally, we need more wow. You do things with Shopify that I am told repeatedly by Shopify are not possible. That is amazing. These are showcase pieces. We need that to happen more. I need you to show us what Shopify is capable of. That's how we win. I love this quote. I've always loved this quote. It's kind of like a life motto. I just think it's true in basically everything. Is what, we're successful. Plus is amazing. That was yesterday. Now we got to go out and do it again today. In 2015, we started Plus. In 2016, we built. 2017, with you, we're going to change the face of commerce. Thank you for supporting Plus. Thank you for fighting. Thank you for yelling at us and emailing us and telling us how shit our platform is sometimes and complaining and joining the Facebook group and yelling at us. And, thank you for all of that, because that is what makes us who we are. That is what makes us better. I am super excited for the next 2 days. I am excited to meet and talk to a lot of you, to get feedback. I am really excited for you to see what we are doing. Plus, and you, we're going to change the world. Welcome to Unite. Welcome to Track 3. Welcome to Shopify Plus. Welcome to the future of our business. Thank you. So I'm going to attempt to take a couple questions, although to be candid, I turned 40 a day and a half ago, so I can't read. So these are really small, and I have no idea what I'm reading. I can read it for you. You want to come up and read for me, Harold? No? All right. Store management and localization. Okay, so we'd love to have some insight into multi-region store management, and then a question on tokenization. Okay, so you're going to hear more about this today, or over today and tomorrow. And so David, who's in the back, is cringing right now because he's like, don't say anything bad. Don't say. All right. You all know as well as we do, multi-region is super freaking hard. Okay? It's hard because it's not one thing. Okay? It's multi-region inventory, it's multi-region language, it's multi-region currency. It's not just one, hey, we'd love to do a multi-region store. It's lots of things that go into that. So when we first started to tackle this problem, we incorrectly were like, it just must be one thing. We'll just go figure it out. multi-region, woo! And we unpacked it, we're like, oh, crap. Right? This is a lot more complicated, and you can't actually just solve it piece by piece. You've got to kind of solve it together. And so we are actively working on this problem. You will see improvements start to come out over 2017 related to these items, because to be blunt, this is the number one thing we get requests for. From you, from our merchants. Our merchants want to grow. They want to grow all over the world. We want to let them. And so globalization is like the biggest theme at Shopify Plus from a product perspective. So you will see movements down this path, and you'll hear more about that over the next couple days. But this is not going to solve overnight. Tokenization. You saw an announcement about Shopify Pay today, which is movement down this path, right? Being able to store credit card information, have customers come back. And so we are discussing how to take things like that further towards what generally people consider true tokenization. But there's a lot of complexity in that, not the least of which is the security requirements. What does that make Shopify, if we start holding all the credit cards, things like that. So these are two, as they've been for a long time, and so my guess is, you guys have heard this conversation a lot. What I can tell you is the difference now with Plus that we never really had before is I have 70 people focused 100% of their time on product. We didn't have that when I stood here last year. And so we can actually start to tackle some of these challenges, and hopefully you're going to start to see movement there. Oh, wow, there's a lot more questions now. That's what I get, right? Is there a plan to allow more than 3 options or 100 variants? This is another one that comes up a lot. I mean, the short answer to that is database structure changes are required for that. And so we want to. The question is how to implement something like that in a way that does not create a lot more complexity than we want to create and does not cause like cross-platform issues at large. So it's not a great answer. And so whoever asked that's probably going, that answer sucked. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a great answer for that. I don't have one for that. You're going to have to stay tuned on that one. I don't have a great answer for the... Would like to be able to edit orders. Okay, so there's a couple of these. A lot of this stuff's actually going to get talked about over the next 2 days, and so without stealing people's thunder as to what we're working on, I want to allow those people to get to be able to explain it. Plus accredited apps. So I talked about apps in my presentation. Here's a conversation that happens with customers a lot. I love the App Store. It needs to be stronger. I need to know which ones to trust, right? I don't know. How do you know, Shopify, which ones to trust? Have you done anything to them? Like, do you certify them? And so this conversation comes up a lot, and we are having a lot of discussions internally about this idea of how do we create some kind of accredited, certified, stamped, I don't know, right? Like there's a lot of ways you could do this, but basically say, hey, these are apps that we've run through a certain amount of testing that are using all the right APIs that we trust in that you can then put on your stores. We need a lot more apps for a lot more complex problems. And so we'll talk a little bit about that over the next 2 days, and we're happy to talk about that in more detail as well as we just go, is we need the app developer community to look at the more complicated realities that happen every day and start solving those with us, and take some of the apps that have done really well for customers at the 10 to 50 orders a day and do them for customers at the 10,000 orders a day level. Or the back-end complexity that exists for our customer base, whether that's order routing or CMSs or whatever it happens to be. Okay, I'm going to try and do one more. Okay, so lots of store themes are crap for sales. More conversion-focused themes are being rejected. Will this policy change? So this is a constant work in progress. You heard Atlee talk about themes and apps earlier. We need more themes and apps. Plus has a themes team that is dedicated to this concept. So policy is an interesting word. That I think what we want are stronger, conversion-oriented themes, right, that work for the nature of our plus customers. So one of the things you're going to meet a lot of new plus people over the next 2 days. Our director of product management, our director of engineering is here, right? So you're going to meet a lot of the folks on the plus leadership team. Please bring these items. If you're getting things rejected, like, let us know, let me know, right? We're trying to learn. I don't have all the answers right now, that's clear. But we are trying to develop a system, an ecosystem for Plus that allows us to give our customers what we need. So please keep bringing those things up. I know there's a lot more questions here. I'm going to be around. I'll be out back. I'm around at the event, so please come and introduce yourself. Thank you again for taking the time and spending your own money to come to Unite. This has been a pleasure of mine, and I hope you really enjoy the next 2 days. Thanks, everybody.